and dear juries and dear Mr. Principal. Now I will make my final speech. First, I want to say this again. Our main theme is communication, right? All we are children in this conference. So, our main theme is communication. You are saying children become lazy, maybe they will become unsocial, and they will create unrealistic world for with each other, and you're saying to maybe one friend of children, of child have iPhone 6 or the better phone from this child. So we have to accept this. As I said, our main theme is communication. We can use a normal phone to communicate with each other. So I will mention about, for my final speech, how we should use a mobile phone perfectly. We must be responsible about this subject. Mobile phones aren't harmful, or they are not bad devices. As I said, there are bad guys and there are good guys in our world. There is only two kinds of people. So if you ask someone to want to use their mobile phone, okay, that's not a problem, right? You can ask. But the problem is, our main problem is, you can't know how that person you're asking kind of a people. Maybe he or she can be a bad guy or good guy. So you can't know this. And so I want to say, mobile phones aren't harmful. This can be changed to user. Think like you have children. If you don't teach how to use a mobile phone to your children perfectly, absolutely they will use in a wrong way. They will use create for their unrealistic world. Maybe they will download the game, or maybe they will want to use a social media. So because of this, yes, you're right. Maybe they don't give attention to them school. But I want to say, as I said before, we can use normal mobile phone to communicate with someone. Why we are talking this subject? Just think this. If you don't give attention to how will use your children's phone, or you will use a phone, and yes, that's a create unresponsible children or generation for in this subject. So I want to say this again. We have to accept this. We are living in the 21st century. We can't escape this. We have to communicate with each other. We can't use those, or we can't use any smoke signals for these days. So just think logically and just be yourself, I mean. Before I finish my final speech, I want to ask you one more question, and it's all up to you. I mean, the child should have a mobile phone or child shouldn't have a mobile phone. It's all up to you. I want to ask you, in the night or in the evening, you're just with yourself, by yourself, you are on your own, and maybe you are quit from your friend's home, maybe you are quit from school or from dormitory, we can say a lot of things, and you are going to somewhere, you are going to home, and there is no one, yes, and there is no one because of night, so you look to your nearby, and you will say one or two persons are coming to you. What will you make? Just tell me. You say if you kidnap you, they will take your phone. But if you think carefully and if you think logically, you can call the police or your parents quickly. So I want to say this, it's all up to you. What will you do without phone or something? I think you don't have a dog or you have no communication bird in your pocket, because we are living in the 21st century and we all have this one. And it's all up to you how we will use it. And yes, child should have a mobile phone. Thank you for listening to me.